because it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, before I get going, I just want to apologize if I'm a little off my game tonight. It's because I got some really bad news recently. I was driving up to Fredericton to do a show a couple of Saturday nights ago, and before I left, I live in Sussex, by the way, and no, you're wrong. You're very wrong about that. But before I left Sussex to drive up to Fredericton, my mom called me and she said, Darren, I want you to be very careful on the road up there. There's a lot of moose and deer on the road. And then she dropped this bomb on me. She said, especially on the weekends. So that's where I'm headed, genetically speaking. That's pretty fucking terrifying. My mom thinks moose have plans for the weekend. They're going to be heading to the cabin. They're going to have coolers and the kids with them. Keep an eye out for them. That's my mom. My dad, however, he watches the Described Video channel. He's not deaf. I think I'd better just jump off a cliff right now, to be honest with you. This is not going anywhere good. But yeah, we've got a great show tonight. I'm here, I'm present. We've got a fantastic show full of New Brunswick's best comedians. We've got, coming up, Travis Boyce. Awesome. We've got Chris Trotter. We've got, from Fredericton, we've got Mr. Troy Haynes. We've also got, your headliner tonight is really cool. He's one of my favorite new comedians. And he also is available for heart surgery. If anyone's heart stops beating tonight, just let us know. We can hook you up. So this is going to be a lot of fun. And when I come in to do a show at a town that I've never performed in before, I always like to go on the internet and take a quick look to see if there's something interesting about the town, to see if something that I can mention or make fun of on stage. And very interesting thing about Quispamsis that I learned on the internet, there's nothing interesting about Quispamsis. Nothing. Everything interesting about Quispamsis is actually about Rosse. Boo, Rosse. Or no, boo me? That doesn't seem fair. But yeah, but if you're offended by that joke, don't worry. I happen to live in Sussex, so I know what it's like living near a town that where everyone thinks they're better than you. You know, for us, it's this shithole called Quispamsis. They keep making fun of us. But I think we all share a common belief. We can all come together, at least in the knowledge that at least we're not Norton. Right? Yes. Norton isn't a town. Norton is like Walt Disney if they did a whole park surrounding the movie The Hills Have Eyes. Shouldn't be called Norton, it should be called Cannibal Hillbillies. Yeah. I am from Sussex. I was born there, I was raised there. Spent most of my adult life out in Vancouver though. Anyone been to Vancouver? Yeah. A couple people, yeah. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful town. Love it. So, like, epic scenery everywhere. The weirdest people in the planet. Terrible hipsters, you know, everywhere. And my next door neighbors there were the worst kind of annoying hipsters in the world. You know, the kind with the handlebar mustache, riding a unicycle. Here's how bad they were. They actually owned a pet skunk. And they treated that poor animal like shit. They abused that thing day and night. And it got to the point where I had to go over and bang on the door and say, look, if you don't start treating that skunk better, I'm going to call the SPCA. They said, dude, we don't own a skunk. I said, okay, then buy better weed. It was awful. That shit was cheap. Yeah, and the one thing they do like more than their weed out there is their organic food. They love to tell you where to eat and what to eat. And it's one of those weird places where you can get a 20-minute lecture from someone on the importance of knowing where your food comes from and how it's grown from somebody who doesn't know the first name of their pot dealer. It's like, oh, well, these beets are wonderful. Where'd you get them? Oh, they're from the Robertson farm out in Chilliwack. They were guaranteed vegan and organic. They were sold for free trade prices at the farmer's market. Oh, where'd you get the weed? I bought it at a house party from some guy named Gandalf. Really, I don't think I'm going to put that in my body. But Vancouver is nice. I had to leave, though, because it got too expensive, frankly. And if I had to pinpoint exactly when it got too expensive, it wasn't when my rent jumped by $100 in 1 month. It wasn't even when I lost my job. I'd probably have to say it was when my parents stopped sending me money. I had them fooled too. I was good. I had them fooled. I was managed to convince them that I was doing some volunteer tech work for the Canadian Armed Forces. They found out, unfortunately, that I was just playing Call of Duty 12 hours a day. Yeah. When they stopped sending me money, I said, fine, you're not going to send me money, I'm going to start stealing cars and beating up prostitutes. I said, Darren, we've seen Grand Theft Auto. Sell your Xbox. So anyway, I had to move home. And it was fun. When I lost my job, I didn't want to be one of those loser, slacker, unemployed people. The stereotypical New Brunswicker that all the rest of Canada likes to make fun of. I didn't want to be, but in fact, the day after I lost my job, I woke up and I was raring to go. I was going to fix all my problems, find a new job, get my shit together. I was full of piss and vinegar, as my mother would say. By the way, piss and vinegar, worst smoothie ever. If you're drunk and bored and you got one of those magic bullet blenders, don't do it. But, things don't work out, and here I am, and I've got to make some changes in my life. For instance, I decided that I was going to lose some weight, get in shape, and I got to say, I just passed a milestone. I just lost my 50th pound in the last year. No, don't applaud. It's a work in progress. And also, I'm lying to you. I've gained 20 in the last month. Somehow. And it's my fault, I know. I eat crap. I eat the worst crap imaginable. And it's killing me. It's absolutely terrifying. In fact, it got so bad that I decided recently that I was going to fill out a living will. And I made sure to put in a do not resuscitate clause. And that's not a do not resuscitate clause, by the way. That's a donut resuscitate clause. If you find me unconscious, just start shoving Tim Hortons into my face. If I don't respond, let me go. I found something better. But and a friend of mine told me, so you want to lose weight, the best way to do it is try a juice fast. And I think that's a fantastic idea. I'm going to do it as soon as I can find a blender that can liquefy an entire Wendy's Baconator meal. Not as easy as you would think. I also decided that I was going to quit drinking, start going to AA meetings. Not because I have a drinking problem either. I'm not an alcoholic. It's just as a comedian, it's way easier to get stage time there. It is. It is. It's very easy. And I don't think I'm being vain when I say I am the funniest person on those shows. I mean, yes, I know they took your babies away, but burying your punchlines isn't going to get them back. Oh, dark. Oh, you guys tightened up there. You guys all alcoholics? Is that what it is? Is this actually an AA meeting? I'm sorry, I stumbled into the wrong joint. But anyway, who wants to get the show on the road? Yeah, you want to see your first comic? Yeah? Come on, I need to hear some more enthusiasm. Who wants to see the first comic? No, that's for not laughing at the last joke. I'm just going to stay up here and make it much more awkward. I'm just kidding. Coming to the stage here is a guy, he's just started, he's 23 years old, and he is killing it in every show that I've seen him in. He's fantastic. You're gonna love him. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Travis Boyce.
Father teacher, really? I mean, Jen's over there, but I mean, come on. How's everyone doing tonight? Before I start, I want to thank Mark and Dee Dee for putting this together, because it's awesome to be able to do this right in my hometown. So I'm really excited for that. I'm also really excited because this is my mom's first time seeing me. So this should be wonderfully awkward for everyone. I've already got the U-Haul planned for when she disowns me. My mom's from Newfoundland. A couple Newfies in the house. Growing up with a mom from Newfoundland, it's different because a lot of things get lost in translation. There's a thick accent, there's different terms. Like for instance, I used to do a lot of homework with my mom. And one day I was in a math class and the teacher asked us to draw 33%. So I drew a giant piece of shit. And when the teacher asked, why'd you do that? I said, well, my mom told me 33% is one turd. Also, Newfies use a lot of different terminology that I don't understand. They use the word hardly to mean more. So having a mother tell you she hardly loves you every day leads to a really fucked up individual. The kind of person who tells dick jokes in front of his mother on a Saturday night. Last Saturday, though, was a lot more eventful for me, luckily. I think a lot of us can say that. Who went out for Halloween? I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I have a bit of a problem with the way women dress, though, and I'm not complaining about the slutty or sexy outfits. So if you can pull that off, good on you. But if you have to dress that way, pick something slutty or sexy. Don't take shit from my childhood and make it slutty. 2 years ago, I went to a Halloween party with a sexy Mario. You know how much that fucks you up mentally? I can't play Smash Brothers without getting a boner anymore. When I see Mario, I should want to play with the Wii. I shouldn't want to play with my Wii. When I was a kid, it used to be the mushroom head would make my Mario grow. Now Mario makes my mushroom head grow. Mamma mia. Last Saturday, I saw a sexy Ninja Turtle. I went from half shell to full shell in 5 seconds. No, it was good to get out on a Saturday night, though, in all seriousness. My friends have been taking me out, trying to get me to the bar scene, the club scene, the dating scene, and the dating scene is very hard. Especially when you're like me, and you have acne, and you're balding. I'm 23, yeah. For those of you who don't know what this is like, imagine the worst parts of 14 and 40 got together and said, hey you, yeah you, fuck you. I am the one person to use both Rogaine and Proactive at the same time. It's always a mystery for women, though, when I walk into a bar. Like, a lot of women right now are looking at me thinking, ooh, the skin says he stole his dad's ID to get in, but the hairline says 2 divorces. It's okay. I have man tits to look forward to, though. And who knows what to talk about when you meet new people? Like, they say you can't talk about politics or religion. Why? Politics and religion are like fascinating topics. I'd much rather hear about ex-boyfriends than her fucking cat for an hour. I mean, politics, whether you like it or not, it's always changing, it's always moving, it's always progressing, for better or for worse. I mean, it's always topical. For instance, we just elected a new prime minister. Yeah, and some booze, okay. Some of you are happy about it. Some of you are pissed about it. Me, I'm indifferent. I don't care if you vote Liberal, Green, NDP, Conservative, Rhinoceros. I respect your opinion. But the only thing I have a problem with is not who people voted for, it's how people voted. A lot of people didn't necessarily vote Justin Trudeau. They voted not Stephen Harper. Could you imagine if other jobs were decided that way? So it says here in your resume that you have 0 work experience and your references said you have low ambition. Yes, but at least I'm not Chad. Ugh, Chad's a cunt, you're hired. Oh, yeah, God. And who knows what you can talk about either. Like, I can't talk about my interests with women. I'm 23 years old and I still like pro wrestling. Everyone above the age of 12 thinks wrestling is fake and gay. Like, I've been dealing with the insult of fake and gay long before YouTube was even a thing. And it's kind of a funny insult for wrestling, fake and gay. Fake? Okay, fine, I understand that. I didn't realize his show with an undead wizard named The Undertaker was pretending to be real, though. And gay? Well, this show with the half-naked guys covered in baby oil, touching other men. It's a little homoerotic. Okay, fine. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the best gay porn name I've ever heard. But how intimidating would a gay wrestler be? I mean, most wrestlers just say things like, "I'm gonna put a foot in your ass." But a gay wrestler, and that ain't all. Shit, I think I'd fight the undead wizard. And this made me think about gays in sports. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Michael Sam, a gay football player. NFL didn't want anything to do with him. Kind of funny how that works. If you're gay, you're ruining the integrity of the league. Kill your wife, they'll put you in the Hall of Fame. And while we're talking about OJ, have you noticed that Michael Vick killed dogs and got prison time? OJ got off scot-free. I guess it really varies on which kind of bitch you kill. Oh, because you thought comedy with balls would be so fucking classy. Jesus. No, but why can't a gay person play football? They can play any position just like you or I. Okay, not tight end. But they'd make great wide receivers. You know what? Hell, I think there could be a gay renaissance in sports. I do, yeah. Imagine them in hockey. They'd have the best stick handling. They'd really know how to maneuver in the tight corners. They would never get caught in the crease. And once in a while, they're gonna score. Or basketball. You know, they wouldn't be afraid of committing a few hard fouls while driving to the rim. And when a hole's open, they'll throw it down. Swish. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience.
Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Boyce. Give it up for him. That skinny bitch. Oh. That's good. Travis, did I hear that your mother is in the house? Oh, where is she? Right there? Oh. Mrs. Boyce, you should be very proud of your son. I've seen a lot of new comics come and go, and I can say that your son is easily one of the best and most racist people I've ever met. Hateful.